in today's episode, we are going to discuss my multi-bagger watch list. A multi-bagger is nothing but a stock that I have conviction in, that I feel will become more than 2x, 3x, 4x in the next coming few years. Now, how do we identify it? You can't just simply put screeners on screens. Yes, that is one way to do it, but it's not the only way to do it, right? Because now I need to understand what are the trends that are happening in the market, what are the sectors that are changing, what are the trends that will be there even after the next election happens and the next government comes in or the current government stays. What will happen in the coming next 4 years? Now, multi-baggers are not companies that are very big already, right? For example, TCS will not grow at the same speed that maybe a small cap or a mid cap company that can grow in the IT space. So guys, this is Screener. This is a website, screener.in, which is something that is widely used by everybody. And this is my current watch list that I'm looking at all these companies, right? So number one is Angel One. I don't think I need to explain much about Angel One. Angel One is doing really well because it's making a lot of money from people doing intraday trading or normal day trading, and I think that trend is only rising in the next few years. And if you look at the next immediate future, which is the next 4-5 months, 6 months, Angel One is doing well because there will be a lot of activity in the market. Budget is coming, election is coming, so volume of trades will be higher and they're taking good market share. Apart from this, Angel One is also now expanding into wealth management and is also starting their passive investment AMC business as well, which will further add on to their revenue. So Angel One from a very good prospective bet, and if you see the last 1 year's chart, this is constantly going up. And full disclosure, I am invested in Angel One as well, so I'm holding for a target of around 4,000. This is a long-term hold, right? Apart from that, there's another company that I'm currently tracking called Max India, which I'm going to take a bet on very soon. I have little bit, not too much. I'm not fully capitalized on this. It's a very small company at 626 crores, but this is the same company which is the Max Group company where you heard about Max Life, Max Estates, Max Healthcare, and it's also a JV between Max Group and Max Group and Axis Bank. Now, Max India basically deals in the old age home care business, which is not a sexy business today, but I believe in the next 10 years, 15 years, old age home business will become a very, very reputable business, right? As you can see, the stock price has not moved, and even fundamentally, it's not very great as it's still in loss, but now they're doing a turnaround, and very soon in the next few quarters, you'll start seeing profitability. So if this becomes a turnaround target, the risk reward ratio is very attractive. So this is again on my watch list as well. Apart from that, there are other companies like Global Health. I think this is something that I recently saw, which is in the hospital space, has been doing significantly well in the last few years. So this is again looking good from a fundamental standpoint. There has been quarter-on-quarter growth as well. So this is, let's say in the hospital space, you fill the beds and you expand to more hospitals, you will eventually make money, completely good with reserves and debt-free. After that, Aarti Group company, which is called Aarti Surfactant, which came out a long time ago, but is stuck at 500 crore market cap, and the stock price has not moved at all in the last 1 year, right? No movement at all. In fact, it's gone down since it launched at 400, went up to 1,700, came down to 600. So when we see all the other Aarti companies start going up, it will go up. Currently, I'm not invested in this because surfactant business is not doing well right now. But when I see an uptick, this will be one of the bets that I take. But right now, not taking that bet. Shriram Pistons very recently has started doing really well. It's constantly locked in 5% upper circuit in the last few days. It's given a breakout from 1993, which means it's going to go to its next target of 1519. A lot of big investors are also investing in it, and it is a long-term favorable stock because of the automotive segment that it is in, which is going to continue to do well. Apart from that, there are other companies like Roto Pumps, again in the pump segment, doing really well. RR Cable in the cable space, slightly in my opinion overvalued, 98 PE right now because it recently came out with its IPO, so I'm waiting for it to come back to realistic expectations. After that, I would take a bet on this. Not right now, I'm not taking a bet. Some very interesting companies in the other space, which is BLS International. This is another multi-bagger stock. I feel in the next maybe 3-4 years this will do really well. Definitely will be more than this. Mainly because if you look at BLS, what do? They're into the visa processing business, and they're there from a very long period of time, and now they're also going abroad and expanding into other countries and doing visa processing for people. Again, fundamentally a very good company, except for COVID year it got screwed. Apart from that, fundamentally it has been strong and has been growing in the last few years. It is not an extremely high conviction bet, but a medium conviction bet. That is why I've kept it on my thing. Then there are some riskier bets like Oli, which is something that I'm tracking, again a small cap SME company. This is in the IT space, so I'm just tracking this. Nothing exciting about this right now, so I'm just tracking them and seeing what is happening in that space. Gina Seco is something that I recently saw, which is a little interesting. 1,500 crores market cap. They basically have Ayurvedic centers. Now, I didn't know Ayurvedic centers make a lot of money, but if you look at their ROE, ROC, it looks very interesting. Basically, they have Gina Seco Life Care, which is basically a healthcare service provider. The company has a portfolio of wide range of Ayurvedic products. Not just products, they also have facilities where you can go and get Ayurvedic treatment, and their revenue is growing. So I'm looking at the revenue growth. Their EPS is also growing quite well. So this is something I've kept on my watch list. I want to track it more. I want to see if the management lives up to what they're saying, and if it does, then I can take a small bet on this. Apart from that, RateGain and Brand Concept and Sky Gold, these three are doing really well right now. As you can see, RateGain doing wonderfully well. It's a SaaS company in the travel space. It also has a monopoly in the OTA space. You should definitely read up about this. This is something that is looking very, very, very attractive from a long-term standpoint. Brand Concepts recently it came into the limelight because Ashish Kacholia, I think, has invested in this company, and it is locked in constant upper circuit. Finally, I think the circuit broke. But again, very interesting company which is into selling bags. Now they're also selling bags, like a partnered license for selling bags from other companies, but now they're also into the business of selling their own bags with their own brand as well. Sky Gold, locked in massive upper circuit. Now it's coming back to its realistic valuations. Very, very interesting company. If you want, I can make detailed analysis of some of these companies. I want you guys to tell me in the comment section below which companies you like out of these 2025 companies, and I'll go more deeper into it for you guys. Again, from a fundamental standpoint, it is good. It is growing. They're increasing their capacity. They basically make gold for other people. They're trying to get a deal with Tanishq. They currently provide gold to Malabar Gold, Joy Alucas, and SR Gold. So that is why it is doing really well, and they're becoming like an outsourced provider for them. Pipe sector is something that I'm very bullish on. Basically, any construction sector I'm bullish on. So Hariom Pipes and Venus Pipes is something I'm bullish on. Share India Security is very interesting. First, I thought they were like Angel One or Zerodha, right? Broking agency. They have been growing very well, but actually if you see most of the revenue, which is a massive revenue growth year on year, the growth is crazy, right? Basically they have their own proprietary algo. With those proprietary algorithms, they're making a lot of money for their clients, and this revenue growth is very interesting because if the revenue grows, eventually the stock price will catch up and it will grow, right? So revenue is growing really well. So something that you should definitely look out. Keep it in your watch list. This is something that I'm tracking, and it's at a very attractive low PE right now of 15, and historically also it's been at 15 PE. Some time back it had gone up to 28 when a PE re-rating happened. Then we have more small cap bets like NPST and E2E. Very interesting. So NPST is basically a UPI play. If UPI grows, NPST will grow. You should definitely read about this. They basically provide some kind of a protocol layer for banks to facilitate UPI, right? So if people do UPI, the more UPI usage is happening, the NPST keeps making more and more money of it. So now they're actually doing well. It's growing also right now. Can take us, like you can check out for a small bet on this. Again, I'm also looking at it quite keenly, quite interesting. E2E is a SaaS cloud provider trying to compete with Amazon and Amazon, Microsoft Azure, AWS and all of that. Google Cloud, I don't know if they'll win. I'm not an IT expert, but maybe some IT expert from the crowd can actually look at it. But because it's a very small cap company, already at 900 crores, so it's gone up. But every year, every quarter, they're increasing their revenue. So now it's going up. So again, they're saying that now AI is coming and cloud computing is coming. So everyone is going to move into cloud computing very soon. So that is why this company, right? Apart from that, we have other companies like Beta Drugs, which is very nice. Senco Gold. I'll show you only the nice ones, right? Which I like. Ace, very interesting. Praj is good. Precall is doing obviously phenomenal. KSolves we spoke about. Let me check it out again. KPI is also doing really well. Varun and KPIT we all know. So Beta Drugs, why it's interesting is because look at Beta Drugs from a sales standpoint only. 51, 66, 91, 116, 184, 227. Just growing. Okay. Very good maintained margins from the last 5 years. EPS growth is also visible, and net profit growth. Eventually, what happens when a company is growing, right? Eventually the stock also comes and says, boss, I am also growing with you and I will come. So Beta Drugs is in the pharma space. Very interesting what it's doing right now. 41 PE, good ROE, ROC ratios. As you see, it didn't move at all from 17 to 20. It was completely undervalued at that point. It was sitting at a valuation of 5, 6, 7, 8 PE, and now it has come back. You see how it has grown, right? So the power of undervalued investing, it's gone up from 120 to almost 10 times right now, and even now I think it is sitting slightly at a higher PE of 41. But similar, there is also Kaplan Point, which is also the similar story, right? As you see, it is definitely grown. Kaplan Point has also grown, but if you see Kaplan Point, same thing, right? It's always growing. Look at this. There's always growth in Kaplan Point. When there is always growth like this, when the stock price will eventually catch up and say, boss, I'm also going to grow with you. Over a long period of time, this stock has given a CAGR of 56%. It's mad, right? So these some very interesting stocks. Apart from that, Senco Gold, a new player into the gold space. If you have gone to Mumbai airport, you will see Senco Gold everywhere with Kiara Advani's photo. So they're again into the diamond business, as you might have seen this. So they are now doing really well. They're increasing stores, and every store is generating revenue for them. So they're making more and more and more stores. They're very big in east of India, and now they're slowly trying to expand into all over India. They've recently come out, and as you can see, they're sitting at a 35 PE with a 5,600 crore valuation. Revenue little up and down because it's a seasonal play. But if you look at the yearly revenue, definitely there has definitely been some growth. Even now, there is some massive growth. A lot of people are actually interested in this company. I'm also looking at this because if you see the FII, DII investments are also quite interesting. So that is also there. Now, if you look at the construction theme, you would have seen cranes called ACE cranes, ACE cranes everywhere, sitting at a 10,000 crore market cap, and look at the growth it's given, right? Last 1 year, actually 3 years, you can see a good growth, maybe because now the new government is focusing a lot on infrastructure. So if that happens, and if let's say the current government comes back into power again, we will see more infrastructure. We can see a massive growth of this company as well growing. And this company has also grown its revenue in the last 10 years from 27 to almost 170, giving a good EPS jump of almost 5-6 times, right? So it's very good. Pre-call, again, very good company, doing a massive capex right now as well, in a favorable space also. So this is also doing really well right now, and it's very bullish right now. A lot of people are investing in it. A lot of people are talking about it as a multi-bagger going forward. Apart from that, KSOLs, which is in the IT space, has also been a small multi-bagger. Again, very limited to its growth potential because some companies in the IT space cap out at a particular point. So this company, if you see, the growth is there, 8, 24, 45, 77, 92 as of now. So every quarter they're growing by around 10, 20%. So 16, 18, 20, 22, 10% growth, 23, 25, 8 to 11, 5 to 8. So they're growing every quarter, but people are saying that it might cap out very soon. But until it caps out, it looks like something favorable, but sitting at 50 PE, which is slightly overvalued right now. KPI Green, very good beneficiary of the energy player part of KP Group, has definitely been growing quite significantly in the last 3 years, and not just growing, it's also winning orders left, right, center, right? So as you can see, there is definitely growth in the revenues. Huge growth in revenues, very good operating profit margin, and huge growth in net profit. KV Group, only thing is because it's in the energy space, it has to buy the equipment upfront, so the borrowings are much higher than the reserves. But again, these are more stable contracts because these are government contracts, so they should be there for a very long period of time. Very interesting company to check out. So guys, these were some of the companies that I'm looking at in my multi-bagger watch list. Now you've seen it. I've given you a very short, quick understanding of these 20-25 companies, but I know you guys are now interested in understanding more about this. So if you want to know some more information about a particular company that I've shown you in this list, put in the comment section below, and I will make a specialized PPT and I will come and present it to you, and I will give you that PPT also to have a look at it and enjoy. So let me know in the comment section below what company you want me to do more research on, and please click on the like button and then click on the subscribe button as well, and I will see you guys very soon. This is me, Shashank Udupa, signing off. Take care. See you guys. Bye.